If you're a diabetic and your feet are numb, even though your A1C is perfect, I need you to hear this because what I'm about to tell you is going to make you really furious and maybe even frustrated. Here's what's happening right now. Number one, the medication that you're using, whether it's metformin or Ozempic or something else to control your diabetes, it is quietly destroying your nerves. And that's why your feet are numb. And that's what doctors call neuropathy. Number two, when you bring up neuropathy to your doctor, they are going to offer you another pill on top of the first one, whether metformin or Ozempic. And number three, there's a reason nobody told you this would happen, and a reason that they're not telling you how to actually fix the problem. Let me tell you about my friend Denise. For 10 years, she was a type 2 diabetic, and doctors put her on metformin. Her A1C was at a controlled stage. It was 6.2, and that's pretty decent. At every doctor's visit, the doctor would tell her to keep doing what she was doing. But instead, her health was declining despite the controlled A1C, and she was baffled, confused. Let me break it all down for you year by year. Year 5 in her diabetic journey, Denise was experiencing feet tingling at night. The doctor said it's part of diabetes, and so she accepted that explanation. In year 8, she started to feel burning. So guess what? The doctor prescribed medication 300 milligram. Year 12, the doctor increased the medication dosage to 1800 milligrams, and the side effects were increased brain fog on top of the burning. In year 15, she couldn't feel her feet, and she started to use a cane. Year 17, she experiences that bad fall, broke her hips, and had to do 3 months of rehab to get better. Year 18, she found herself in a wheelchair. She couldn't drive, and she had to hire full-time care. And her A1C is still 6.2. Perfect diabetes control, right? But her nerves were still destroyed. 6 years ago, my aunt was diagnosed with type 2. A1C was 10.2 at the time of her diagnosis. Her doctor put her on metformin 1,000 milligrams twice daily. Within 8 months, she was at 6.5, her A1C. And about a year into that, her feet started tingling at night. She brought it up at her doctor's appointment, and this is what her doctor told her. That's peripheral neuropathy, and it's common with diabetes. We'll add gabapentin to your medication. The doctor handed her the new prescription. I told my aunt about the story of what happened to my friend Denise, and she said that is what she thought about when the doctor mentioned the new prescription. Remember my friend's journey now. In year 8, she was prescribed the same medication, 300 milligrams that the doctor wanted to give my aunt. Then 600 milligram, 900 milligram, 1800 milligram. Then Denise was in a wheelchair. So my aunt said she decided not to fill that new prescription. You know what she did? She went home and she researched. And here's what she shared with me. Metformin and other diabetic medications depletes B12, vitamin B12. Yes, long-term use of metformin may result in vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 maintains the myelin sheet, which is the protective coating around every nerve fiber. Without vitamin B12, myelin breaks down. The nerve becomes exposed and then it misfires, goes numb, and eventually stops working. And that's what you call neuropathy. So the bottom line is that metformin controls your blood sugar while depleting the one vitamin that your nerves need to stay alive. You're treating diabetes while causing neuropathy. Studies show a whopping 30 to 40% reduction in vitamin B12 levels after 3 to 5 years of taking metformin. And after age 50, your stomach acid drops by 40%, which means that you cannot absorb vitamin B12 from food anymore or pills anymore. And it also means that you are on medication that depletes vitamin B12, your body can't replace it, and your nerves are starving. That's the trap. That's what happened to my friend Denise over 18 years of taking metformin. She had the perfect A1C, and yet she was starving her nerves. I called my friend Denise that night after I spoke to my aunt. I told her what my aunt had found out. She said, "But Cheryl, my doctor never said anything about vitamin B12. I told her that doctors are not going to tell you certain things because they're all working with the big pharmaceutical companies. And I mean that. And the worst thing is that this is preventable. My aunt shared her experience with me and with my friend Denise. She tried vitamin B12 supplements from Walgreens and one from Amazon as well. She took them for 6 weeks. Then she got her new levels tested. It was still low because after 50 you cannot absorb vitamin B12 from pills. Stomach acid destroys it. Then she found research. She found naturally vitamin B complex with vitamin C and folic acid. It absorbs directly into the bloodstream. No stomach acid involved. Want to know the results of taking this over 3 months? Her nerve conduction improved. Sensation returned in her feet and neuropathy symptoms reduced 71%. And it's not because the A1C changed, but it's because the vitamin B complex reversed the B12 depletion. Your liver can't convert that after 50, and it needs the full B complex. B1 for nerve energy, B6 to stop misfiring, B3 for circulation, B9 for myelin synthesis. My aunt tried 3 different Amazon brands. The first one, she quit after a week. The second, the pills she tried before trying this naturally, barely dissolved, and she saw no results after 2 months until naturally, she tried naturally. And she went to some diabetic forums and found out about this naturally brand. Full B complex. It contains all its essential B vitamins and also biotin, super B complex vitamins for energy, immunity, and mood support. So my aunt ordered it and it started to take effect immediately. When it arrived, she started immediately rather. One daily supplement, and then week 3, she was able to sleep without waking up. Week 4, she could feel hot and cold water again. Week 6, the burning was gone, and I mean completely gone. And she didn't have to take any of those pills, that new prescription the doctor gave her. Week 8, she was walking without a cane. Week 12, her nerve conduction test was normal. The previous test 6 months earlier was severely abnormal. The normal range should be between 45 and 50. The new results were 43 meters per second, which was a significant improvement where nerve conduction velocity increased according to the neurologist. So the bottom line is that naturally vitamin B complex fed her nerves the exact same thing that the metformin depleted. That was 14 months ago. And she is still taking naturally every single morning. Yes, she's still on metformin and her A1C is now 6.1, but she can feel her feet and she walks without any assistance. She sleeps through the night as well. No burning, no tingling, no numbness. Her nerves were rebuilt by naturally vitamin B complex. She told me that she wished she had known about this thing 15 years ago. Here's what nobody tells you when you're diagnosed with diabetes. Metformin controls blood sugar, but it depletes vitamin B12. That depletion causes neuropathy. If you're on metformin developing neuropathy, you're experiencing B12 starvation that could be reversed, but your doctor won't tell you that. They'll add another prescription for the neuropathy. The doctor might also increase metformin dosage, which will only make things worse for your nerves. And one day, you might find yourself in a wheelchair, wondering how you did everything right and still got to that place where your nerves got destroyed. With naturally vitamin B complex, you don't have to choose between controlling diabetes and keeping your nerves alive. Address the B12 depletion with naturally vitamin B complex. Don't wait for 18 years as my friend Denise did. Catching it early will keep you out of a wheelchair. And then you'll be able to feed your nerves before they die. Grab naturally from the description from below this video. Take it every day alongside your metformin so that you can keep controlling your blood sugar. And then watch what happens when you feed your body what your medication has been depleting. You don't have to choose. You can do both, but you have to act before the damage becomes permanent. Remember, check the link in the description to start this health journey. If you're not satisfied with your purchase of super vitamin B complex by Naturally, simply report it to the company and they will issue a full refund of the purchase. If you're on metformin and you are suffering from neuropathy, especially if the doctor is increasing your gabapentin dosage while your feet gets worse, grab this B complex today. My aunt went from tingling and burning to walking 2 miles pain-free in 10 weeks. So you can have the best of both worlds. What do I mean by that? Well, Your A1C can be perfect, and your nerves can also work at the same time. Check out Nurturely Vitamin B Complex with vitamin C and folic acid from the link in the description. It will make a huge difference to your diabetic journey and your overall health. Trust and believe that. Be sure now to subscribe to this channel for more health tips and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.